Aries, hello, hello, my loves. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Aries, we have the mask, the warrior, the bardo, the thread, and the pilgrim. Aries, well, I just kind of feel like when you see like some things from some people's perspectives in your life where you're just like, I just do not know that I can any longer affiliate myself with this because it has presented a very weird dynamic, right? We'll say you're with a friend and your friend gets you this job and then something happens and it's like, do I stay with the job or do I go with my friend? And you're like, ah, like there's just kind of this like what like triggered like who am I in this situation moment in time where I think everyone's stopping and looking at you like, well, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like that's how that feels. And I feel like, well, what I'm certainly not going to associate myself with things that don't resonate with me. Um, and so you go. Aries. I don't know. I just feel very light right now, but I know some of my Aries are just like feeling it right now. And I'm so glad and I love being in your energy. Okay, Aries. Let's see what else we can get for y'all. I hope everyone's having a lovely day today. It's like soup's cold here today, y'all. I don't even know. Like, what happened to this hot weather that we had for like 3 days? Okay, we have the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, Santa Muerta, Four of Cups, and Five of Pentacles. Well, again, I just feel like this idea of having to turn your back on something and really just feeling, I think, upset about it until you don't. Because, Aries, part of the reason I love y'all have bounce back rate of like best ever. But you bounce back. And I think when you bounce back, you just like, like, well, because say if there's something that you've done and you were like, well, I did all of this work to go in this direction. And then I was just like, nope, not going in that direction. And then I did all this other work to go in that direction. And then I was like, nope, not going in that direction. And then I did all of this other work. And then I was like, that's really not what I wanted either. And now I feel like all of those things have like culminated to this final thing that you actually want to do where you're like, you know what? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm investing myself in. And you're doing it because you're connected to it because you've been connected to it all along, right? I mean, the whole idea behind it is behind the power, I think behind what you're doing is that you've done it. Whether you went to school for fucking, 8 years to be a doctor or, like whatever. But I just feel like there's this idea that like you have everything that you need. You just needed to be situated. And that gave you the experience, and that gave you the experience, and that positioned you to where you needed to be. And now you good to go, BB. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, yes, do it. You are doing it. You are. And you're leaving behind whatever it was that was kind of just leaving you feeling, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to be associated with that, or like maybe it's like, I like you, but your friends are kind of like not people that I would fuck with. So if that's the vibe, then it's not my vibe. Like, sorry. I'm going to go in a different direction. You have the Four of Swords and the High Priestess. And I feel like there are some people who are a little bit confused by why you would make the decision that you would make. But I feel like if they're confused by it, like that's their problem, it's not yours. And, just like release that in the same way that you release everything else. Deep breath, breathe it out. What's yours is coming to you. What's calling to you, what's for you is coming to you, because that's the energy that you're in, right? Aries, you and you're not, you're just, I just feel like this. I'm sorry. That energy interferes with my energy. And so it's not a frequency that's welcome on my, on my channel. I'm calling in what I want. We don't let trash roll around in our streets here. Okay. Aries, I love you. The sun and death. Yeah, I do. I just feel like cleaning everything up, cleaning everything out, getting everything aligned, like none of the, getting rid of all of the things that don't need to be anymore. And I just feel like this triggered, I don't know, because maybe for a lot of you, I feel like it's just kind of like if somebody says something like you can say things about me and I won't get as upset as like if you said something that was like about my family or my friends. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to be more upset on behalf of them than I am going to be for me. Like you might hurt my feelings or you might just make me laugh. Like it just depends on who it is, really. But like but I just kind of think that there is this idea that you're pulling things in, and you're going in directions that are allowing for you to step forward with like this like powerhouse, like, no, I've done all of these fucking things and I know what the fuck I'm doing, so this is what I'm gonna do. And you know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like if there are people who are what questioning you along the way, well, because I don't know, well, like, okay, so if you go and you're like, I'm a doctor, but somebody doesn't know that you're a doctor, you know what I mean? Or maybe they do know that you're a doctor, but they think they're a better doctor. And they go off on some information to you and you are just like, do it. I'm gonna I'm gonna go in another direction. I'm gonna call in what is for me, and embody the power that I have to create the path that I want, because relying on other people's path is just like not my vibe. I'm an Aries. I am the I. Right? Okay, Aries. Let's do one last card for you. We'll call it a read. The reads have been shorter lately, but I'm actually pretty chill with it right now. The shapeshifter. Well, yeah, because I just feel like instead of showing up as somebody who is, well, I mean, to like, if I were going to offer you some sort of like social political example of that, I would say the blackout on February 28th, where everybody collectively said, okay, we're not going to go shopping. Now, did people go shopping? Yes, there was a big long ass line in the drive-through McDonald's and people were still at the gas stations. Not everyone participated, but I mean, I would say that's an example of like a collective attempt to show up differently and take the power back. But just individually, I think that what you're doing is taking the knowledge that you've experienced, the knowledge that you've acquired along the way, whether that is the knowledge of how you are readily robbed at every turn, through political loopholes, or how you have robbed yourself at every single turn because you have sold yourself short, because you've let people who don't really know what they're talking about talk over you. And then I think you lowered yourself to like acknowledging it. And it's like, don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge it. Show up differently. Show up differently for yourself, you know? And I feel like, of course, obs, duh, doing it, Aries. I love you guys so much. I'm digging your energy. I feel, like excited for you that you've broken out of this mask and that you've, kind of gleaned a perspective from the many perspectives that have helped you, I think, to really make some decisions in terms of like directions that you no longer want to go in, things that you need to let go, and ways that you need to show up differently in your life. Like if you truly want to be different, because I just feel like real change will happen. Real change is happening, right? Love it. Okay, Aries. Well, if this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, sharing your energy with me, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.